like how about for you? I mean, like based on our industries, it's consistently changing, right? So is there anything
Yeah.
new going on in the real estate industry that you'd like to share?
Well, a lot. I mean, same thing. Obviously, interest rates they're lowering, which does impact the market in a lot of different ways. But something that's notable that maybe not everybody knows about is the new mortgage changes. So typically, before, as long as you were putting 20% or above an uninsured mortgage, you were allowed a 30-year amortization. Now the government is changing it to where even if it's an insured mortgage, meaning you're putting 5, 10, 15% down, you can actually qualify for a 30-year amortization. Now, this helps everybody because your monthly payments are instantly going to be a lot smaller than if they were on a 25-year amortization. That's one big change that's coming into effect. Another thing is they're changing the cap on the 20% insured mortgages once again from $1 million to 1.5 million. So before, if you were buying a home anywhere above $1 million, you had to put 20% down. That was your minimum down. Now they're changing that from a million to 1.5. So meaning if you get a 1.2, $1.3 million home, you can put minimum down, which can be 5% on anything up to 500,000 and 10% on anything above, or you could just put down 10% or 15%. So this is making it a lot easier for buyers to actually enter into the market. So these changes with the interest rates dropping, all of this is heading the home industry into the right direction, starting to increase a little bit.
So based on your professional opinion, if I were to buy a house right now, you think this would be the right time?
I think if you were to buy a house right now, you should wait for closing until after December 15th, because that's when that new law is going to come into effect. So if you were to purchase a home today, I would just ensure that as long as your closing's beyond that date, you're going to be solid. You're getting the lower prices. And then once these come into effect, once it becomes more wide known, these new rules, home prices will start increasing. So you want to be ahead of that curve. If you get in now and still take advantage of those, you're in a good position.
So, I mean, realistically, if you buy a house right now, like if you put an offer through and it gets approved, most likely the closing would be in about a month, month and a half. So
Yeah,
we'd be close to the new year. So would you suggest to start the ball rolling pretty much in the next couple of days?
you might as well start it now because
Okay.
if you start it after December 15th, after a few weeks, the market should start reacting to that. A lot more people are going to know about these rules. So if you do it now ahead of time, you're taking advantage of the lower pricing while still taking advantage of these mortgage changes.
All right. So let's get out there. Let's buy a house.
Yeah.